Hi, I'm Alyssa.M.
And I'm Tiffany.K.
And this is our review video on Unit 1, Brain Anatomy. To start off, let's just overview all the lobes of the brain. We have the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the occipital lobe, the temporal lobe, and the cerebellum.
Okay, the frontal lobe is responsible for speech, learning, reasoning, problem solving, and memory. Each side of the frontal lobe controls voluntary muscle movements on the opposite side of the body, and it is the largest of all the 4 different lobes.
Next, we have our parietal lobe, and the parietal lobe is responsible for pretty much all sensory information, controlling movements, and navigating where objects are. If the parietal lobe gets damaged, it can lead with difficulty with writing, and the parietal lobe is like a city hall since it processes and receives all the information and decides what to do with it. And that's kind of how a city hall operates.
Okay, the occipital lobe helps us recognize and understand what we see, processing visual information like identifying shapes, colors, places, and faces. It is the vision center and is located on the back of the brain.
Next, we have our temporal lobe, and our temporal lobe helps us with memory and recall, linking words with objects, processing emotions. It also plays a role in processing sensory signals like sight and sound. The temporal lobe is close to your ears, so you can remember that a function of this lobe is used for auditory processing.
Okay, the cerebellum helps us coordinate movement, helps us maintain balance in muscle actions, which are essential for any movement. The cerebellum controls eye movement, like when you're watching TV, and it's like the conductor that coordinates all the movements, like the muscle in the eye.
Next, we have our corpus callosum, and the corpus callosum is responsible for communication and coordination between the two hemispheres of the brain. The corpus callosum is like the bridge in between the two hemispheres of the brain, and without your corpus callosum, then your two sides of the brain would not really be able to coordinate and communicate to each other.
The pituitary gland is responsible for producing and releasing various hormones, growth, reproduction, and how to respond to stress. The production of the hormones are sent from the hypothalamus into the pituitary gland. It's the traffic light by regulating the hormone levels by sending signals to other organs and glands.
The pons is crucial for coordinating unconscious processes, and it is part of the brain stem. It controls all your vital functions and the things that you need to survive.
The medulla is responsible for controlling heart rate, blood pressure, breathing, and digestive processes. If the medulla gets damaged, it can lead to breathing difficulties, swallowing problems, loss of sensation, and more. It's the message center to linking the spinal cord and the brain to transmit signals and to receive sensory information.
Lastly, we have the brainstem, and the brainstem helps us with many vital functions like breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, nerves, and muscles. It also connects your brain to your spinal cord. The brainstem controls all involuntary functions like breathing and heartbeat and sleep and wake cycles. If you were to damage your brainstem, you'd probably be in a coma, have paralysis, or die. Good luck on your AP exam. Thank you.
Thank you.